But we're going to wrap up with this today.
Yeah.
The AFC North, we've talked about it many, many times. A gauntlet, all four teams competitive. This is their records last year. Steve, take this full when you get a sec. Which team will have the biggest change in record? Positive or negative from the AFC last season to this season? We'll wrap this up with giving our AFC North picks. But which team has the biggest change in wins, positively or negatively?
This was easy for me.
I thought it was
Go ahead,
easy,
Jason.
too.
You start, too.
I said Cincy.
That's what I said. Cincy, just because of the Burrow factor.
What about Baltimore going down?
It could be that. That was number 2.
I see Cincy winning 3 games. Opposed to, I think Baltimore might lose, 2 less games?
Okay.
They might win 2 less games.
So you got Bengals +3.
Yeah.
They could be +4.
They could be, yeah.
I got the Steelers -3.
I could see the Steelers -3. I mean, even
could
though
see that,
Tomlin
too.
never finishes under 500.
Whatever you want to say about Russ, I do think their quarterback position is significantly better this year than
Oh,
last
yeah.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Russ
oh, yeah.
is not as awful as everybody's
That's what I'm
making it
saying.
Yeah, he's not
That's
that
He's
what
bad.
I'm
not good, but he's not the
Why are you looking at me?
because you always crapping on this guy. Even last year, I don't think he was that bad.
I mean,
He
he
beat
threw
the Browns.
26 touchdowns and, wait,
Yeah.
7 or 8, 6 picks or something?
He beat the Browns.
He's the Jed Wills of quarterbacks.
I agree with you guys. I think it's the Bengals. I think that I have the Bengals +3.
So how many games they won last year?
That would mean they win 12 games this year.
Yeah, I got them 12.
They could win 13.
Now, there's some questions on their defense.
Yeah.
And we don't know if Jamar Chase is going to play week 1.
I think he will.
Although I'm predicting he signs
Wasn't
today.
he back at practice yesterday?
He was.
I don't think that would make them lose.
Well, they'll still beat New England, or at least
Yeah.
they should. But they play Kansas City week 2.
Christian Gonzalez is good, though.
Now, the big advantage that the
nice.
Bengals have this year, first of all, we know all 4 of these teams are pretty close, right? They're all very talented.
Yes.
They're all pretty close.
Yes.
I would say the Steelers are a notch below the other 3, in my opinion.
I would put them 4th.
Right? So I think the other 3, Browns, Ravens, Bengals, are all pretty close. What the Bengals have as a big advantage over the Browns and Ravens is they're playing. People say fourth place schedule. That matters for 3 games. You play the same teams except for 3 games. But those 3 games, the Bengals are playing 3 shit teams. Mm-hmm. And the Browns and Ravens are playing much tougher. Sure, you're right. You never know. On paper, the Browns and Ravens in those extra 3 games are playing much tougher teams.
Who do the Bengals have in those? Do you remember?
I believe it's the Titans, the Panthers, and the
what's the other division?
The last place team and the Patriots.
Oh, that's a big advantage,
right? Like the Browns got to play. The Browns and the Ravens, I think, play the Bills and the Dolphins, where the Bengals are playing the Patriots.
Being good this year.
You can see who being good?
I can see the Titans being a decent team this year.
But the Panthers and the Patriots, no. Getting to play those teams, that could be the difference in a division that's so stacked. So that's why I think the Bengals have the biggest move.
So you said +3, Bull.
I got +3 Bengals.
Which means the Bengals would have 12 wins.
Yes.
What was your take on Baltimore?
I got them. I actually got it tied. I got them -3.
Sheesh.
So they'd be at 10.
Yeah.
So you have the Browns.
I have the Browns at -2.
9. So you have the Browns finishing 3rd in the division.
Yes, I know people can get mad, but I got to call it like I see it.
Gee, how do you see this all? I just want to go around and see where everyone stands before we dive in.
I got the Steelers -3.
So Steelers at 10 wins, 7 wins.
7 wins. I got I actually had the Browns +1 win.
So Browns at 12.
And then I got the Bengals +4.
+4.
So that'd be 13 for Cincinnati.
And then I got Baltimore -2.
So you have 13, 12, and 11 in the same division.
Yep.
Damn. I could see that.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Jason, how do you
That's
see
not
this?
far off from 13, 11, and 10.
Yep.
I would say +4 on the Bengals, -3 on the Ravens, Browns -1, 2, and Steelers -1 or 2.
And Tyvis. So you had the Browns 3rd.
Yeah.
Cincinnati +3, 12 wins. Baltimore -2, Browns -1, Pittsburgh -1.
So 3 of the 4 of you had the Browns in 3rd. G, you had them in 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 of us have all 4 teams with a winning record again.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Steelers finishing 9 and 8.
You had 7 wins for the Steelers. 8, 7?
No, I'm sorry. I got the Steelers finishing 8 and 9, so under 500,
So
which I
under.
shouldn't predict.
Yeah, they was. If they,
And listen, the Browns remain the toughest team to predict because we don't know what the Browns. Like everybody's got, if the quarterback is injured, it's a different story.
Sure.
Every team, well, not every team, most teams have that. If you have a decent quarterback, whereas to me, the Browns and the Jets are the two teams that. Like both those teams could win 13, 14 games, or they could win 8 or 9. It just depends how good the quarterback play is.
If I told you that Deshaun Watson was completely healthy for 17 complete weeks, what's the record?
13-4.
To me, that's not enough. I need to know if he's playing at a high level.
I think that's the cat. That's the reason the question is
13-4.
The caveat is, if I believe completely healthy, the numbers will be there. He's yet to play a full year that he's been absolutely garbage.
No, he hasn't.
If he's a full year, I'd put them in the 11-6, 12-5 range.
I think I'd say 11-6 if he's completely healthy for the whhole year.
I agree.
13-4.
11-12 for me.
If you're telling me he's playing like the guy in Houston, they could win 14 games.
17-0.
Hey, no, for real. Like, if I get that back,
17-0.
You know,
it ain't no excuse. 17-0. Defense number one, and Deshaun playing like 17-0.
You know what? If he plays like Houston, I'll give him 15-2.
They could definitely. They'll be the favorites to win it all if he plays at that level.
Yeah.
If he's pretty good.
I don't know if they'll ever make him the favorites over the Chiefs, but they'll be right on par.
I mean, that means they smoking people.
They should.
Like
it's the NFL. You know.
Hey, listen, crazier things have happened. If I told you Deshaun had a great year, but the offense was mediocre, you'd probably say that's impossible. But nothing's impossible. Everything's different year after year in the NFL.
Yep.
It could certainly happen.
he could play like Houston. Something happened to Myles Garrett.
Don't say that.
Oh, Lord.
Like that's it. You mess around and get 4 or 5 wins. Like Myles Garrett is the linchpin to the whole entire cookie operation.
You get Deshaun back playing like Houston, Myles playing like DPOI, and 11 sacks, and Greg Newsome leading the team. Man,
and Nick Chubb with that.
Emerson going to the Pro Bowl.
And Nick Chubb coming back with 1,000 yards in 10 games.
Nobody can stop it.
It's over.
Wouldn't that be something if all of us predictions
Well, we
was right?
don't want Mike's bold prediction to come true. Mike's bold prediction is a problem.
No, just the yardage that he
The
threw out was
yardage.
only
Yeah,
If he would have said 1,100.
By the way, my bold prediction did not include yardage.
That's
You
right.
just added yardage.
That's right. That's fair. That's
That's
fair.
a caveat. Mine just said he finished second.
I know that, but then you said the yardage.
Well,
and
that doesn't-
He did say that. And
I was doing
if all
the
of
math.
us, if all of our bold predictions is right,
We're having a parade. There's a
listen.
parade.
Yeah, there's a good chance of a parade. Yes.
Forget the
90
parade. I
standard.
was talking about it as a show. Like we're Emmy. Like
That's right.
like,
That's
this
an
is-
Emmy award for being
it's
right.
over.
By the way, the Chiefs are still going to win the Super Bowl this year, aren't they?